All right, here with Western Branch head basketball coach Paul Hall. His team wins their second team camp title in as many months. They won Virginia Wesleyan last month. They won Norfolk State here in August. Coach, the noticeable difference about your squad, you played well together and defended, did all the little things to win, but two guys that weren't with you last month, Kendall Bonham, your all-state point guard, and Jaden Jefferson, who once upon a time was a Bruin, now back with you guys. They contributed, and they were big impact guys for you all weekend.
Definitely. We started off a little slow this weekend. We lost our first game, and I just told the guys, don't get frustrated. It's going to be a learning process, trying to get guys back into the system, trying to just find our role and rhythm. And we played much better. We went undefeated the rest of the tournament, so that was a good job.
I know coaches don't believe in the loss is a good thing, but that defeat to Kickingham, which I know was close, was that something that maybe was a good thing to humble them a little bit? Because they were a little sky high, I imagine, from a lot of winning this soft season here.
Well, that and the fact that we made a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
We missed a lot of free throws. We had some bad defensive assignment things that we did wrong. So, I mean, it just taught us that we can't just show it. We have to be disciplined.
Mm-hmm. No slouches. You beat the defending state champs in Class 4, Lake Taylor, here today. You beat Princess Anne. You beat Kellum, who's well-schooled, as you know. And then Granby in the championship with the Epps brothers there in the backcourt. And the stat that stuck out to me in your game was you had 8 different guys notch an assist. So whoever was in the game, they shared the basketball.
Well, that's the key to our offense. You know, we share the ball, pass the ball well, and the guys just got to finish. And last year, when we didn't finish, that's when we struggled. Mm-hmm. We appear to be a much better shooting team so far this year than what we were last year. So that's very helpful.
Spoke with a couple of your guys, DeMarcus Shepard and Patrick McCracken, last month, and roles are certainly changing, or I guess increased with the graduation departures of DJ Driscoll and Saquon Whitefree in the front court. But along with McCracken, I think Jefferson gives you that front court. You got some versatility in guys that can play inside, but also multiple spots and play outside too.
Well, we're not going to be the power team that we were last year, where we could just throw it inside the DJ or Saquon and get tips to that. We're going to be probably more finesse team. We can't get up and down the floor though. We're probably a little better running team, probably a better ball handling team. So we'll just have to see how it goes throughout as we get into the fall league and head into the regular season.
And one thing we chatted about is probably a better foul shooting team. You got different guys that can go to the line. Certainly Bonham's been clutch for you in the past, and Bryce Britt, sort of an unknown closer for you too at the end of the games, going to the foul line for you.
We can't be worse than we were last year. We were absolutely awful last year from the line. So hopefully this year we'll shoot better percentage from the line, and that'll it can't get worse. It can't get worse than what it was last year.
Sure. What do you like about this team as you go into the fall? Because we're still a ways away from the winter and your season beginning, and you guys are coming off a state championship appearance, 2 state tournament appearances in a row here. What do you like most about this team, and what's the thing where you got to improve the most at to get back where you're in that championship conversation?
Well, it's still very, very, very early. The thing about this team is that they appear to really want to share the ball and play together. Very little egos. We have guys that could be takeover guys, but they're satisfied in pick and choosing their spots. So that's the best thing about it, is that the egos are small and they look at the big picture, which is winning.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem like there's a surprise to you guys winning. I think last couple of years when you guys won some big games, people were surprised by it because Western Branch didn't have that tradition of going deep in the playoffs. But now I think when you guys are even down in a team camp or any type of game, there's this belief that you're going to win. Is that something that was part of the culture? I mean, you coming over a few years back from Nance River as an assistant there, is that something that you kind of had to breed in these guys? Or talk about that a little bit if you can.
Well, there definitely was a culture change, but it also helps when you have athletes and kids to run your system.
Okay.
When we first came in, we had different types of kids that didn't really fit, but we had trying to put a square peg into a round hole. Yeah. But now that we've had a chance to be here for 4 or 5 years, we've had a chance to work with the kids during the summer in our developmental program and get them to where we need them to be, to where our system is successful. Mm-hmm. So, that's the best thing, is that we've gotten to the point where now they expect to win because they work hard. They expect to win because they know if they put the effort in the gym, they'll get the results come game day.
And lastly, do you get that sense from your senior leadership, especially with guys such as Bynum and Shepard, that there's that target on your back almost? I know the Southeast District should be very good this year. You got the likes of you guys, Oscar Smith's always in the hunt. The Suffolk schools with Lakeland, Nansman, Kingsport can be good. Deep Creek's got Caleb Butts. Indian River's certainly going to be in the mix. Do you get that sense that even though there's that expectations that your seniors, they relish that? Or?
Well, I don't know if we have the target on our backs, because a lot of people are not expecting us to do as well as we did last year with the graduation of some of our kids. There's some other teams out there that probably have more back than what we have coming back. And it's probably, everyone has the same goal, to make it back to the state championship. We probably will be the 100 in the district, because we went through the district last year, only had one loss to Indian River, so we definitely, teams now, they get up for us, whereas in the past it was like, oh, it's Western Branch. Well, now they do get up for us, so we have to bring our A game and have to come up with max effort every night to be successful, because teams are now going to get up for us.
Thanks so much. We'll see you in the fall.
All right.